What's poppin', Carolina Nation and all my Pantherologists? Welcome to yet another edition of Pantherology. Today's episode is we are going to dive deep into the Week 14 report card for the Carolina Panthers, repping the Charlotte Hornets tonight. So, before we get to today's topic, as always, I ask that you pound that like button, pound the subscribe button if you haven't already, and especially if you like what I'm putting out there. Comment down below at the end of the video, and as always, click that post notifications bell so you know when you get the videos when they come out, alright? So, let's go ahead and get into this. So, first things first, the Carolina Panthers fell to 4-9 on Sunday, as we all know, with a 32-27 loss to the Denver Broncos. Now, the Panthers' offense had success at times, but they couldn't deliver when they needed to the most. So, let's look at how each aspect of the offense graded out. All right, so first things first, let's start with the passing game. I gave it a B-. Teddy Bridgewater finished the day completing, 30 of his 40 passes for 283 yards. Now, he connected with Farrah Cooper for a 32-yard gain and Robbie Anderson for 23 yards. But aside from that, there wasn't too many explosive plays through the air. At one point in the game, Bridgewater caught fire and completed 11 straight passes. But when it came down to the big-time moments, Bridgewater could not make enough plays to get the team in position to win. So, next, let's hop over to the run game. I gave it a B+. Mike Davis had a terrific game rushing for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns on just 11 carries. All that aside, he was not used enough, as I keep saying. I know the Panthers have to be careful with the running game and the running back situation because they don't want to be down their top guys, especially their top 2 guys. But Davis can handle 20-ish carries a game, I feel like. And in any game where you are running the ball at 6 yards a pop, you must find a way to keep pounding the ball on the ground. 21 total rushes is entirely too low. Next, blocking. I kind of just put a question mark there. Really. I didn't even grade it. I put a question mark. The offensive line is becoming a big problem for the Panthers. This unit has been inconsistent all season long and seems like they continue to take steps back and rather than taking steps forward. And it has another week where Teddy Bridgewater was under duress nearly the entire game as he was sacked 4 times and hit 6 times. The line also gave up 5 other negative plays aside from the sacks. Panthers GM Marty Hurney needs to do something about this in the offseason. Next, let's get into the defense. We're going to talk about the defense, different aspects of the defense. First things first, pass defense. I give it an F. The Panthers secondary got absolutely torched against Drew Lock. That's something I never thought I would have to talk about this week. But here we are. Now, Lock tossed for 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, while completing 77.8% of his passes. There were way too many explosive plays, and by my count, there were at least 5 passes over 20 yards and 3 over 30. So something isn't working in the secondary, and I'm not entirely sold on blaming the personnel, but maybe how they're being used in certain situations. This is still a year one with Phil Snow as defensive coordinator, so I won't make too much of a big deal about it right now. Next, let's hop into run defense. I give it a B. Now, if you would have said coming into the game that the Panthers would hold Melvin Gordon and Philip Lindsay to a combined 92 yards and no touchdowns, I would have told you the Panthers probably won, right? They did a terrific job of slowing down the run game and never really letting either of those guys get into a rhythm. I mean, Gordon had the most impact rushing for 5.2 yards a carry, but he never hit for a run longer than 15 yards. At the end of the day, those numbers are good enough to put you in a position to win the game, I feel like. Next, pressure. I gave it a D. If you take Jeremy Chin, a safety, out of the equation, the Panthers only registered 2.5 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hits, and 0 sacks. To start winning games, the defense cannot continue to be a one-man show. Brian Burns has played extremely well, but teams are finding out just how good he is and are just taking him out of the Panthers' game plan by double teaming him. Someone outside of Burns has to start generating pressure, or it's going to continue to be easy for opposing offenses to move, the football. So, guys, that is my Week 14 report cards for the Carolina Panthers. As always, I ask that you keep showing me support by pounding that like button, pounding the subscribe button if you haven't already, especially if you like what I'm putting out there. And definitely click that post notifications if you really are, because then you'll get the new videos when they come out. And then comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinions. I like to hear what y'all think. Anyways, Panther Nation, Pantherologists, there's good times coming ahead, and y'all know what to do. Keep pounding.